أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear student, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear student, today it's our 18th lecture on powder X-ray diffraction of course X-ray diffraction techniques, and the course code is CAM 5134. Student, the key concept of our today lectures are phase purity, crystallinity, crystal structure, and in crystal structure we discuss interplanar spacing, order reflection, and then is percent phase composition, and in percent phase composition we discuss HKL parameters, mean, Miller indices, and in the last, what information do we not get from powder X-ray diffraction? And now the next is phase purity. When an X-ray is shined on a crystal, it diffracts in a pattern characteristic of the structure. In powder X-ray diffraction, the diffraction pattern is obtained from a powder of the material rather than an individual crystal. Powder diffraction is often easier and more convenient than single crystal diffraction, since it does not require individual crystals be made. Powder X-ray diffraction also obtain a diffraction pattern for the bulk material of a crystalline solid rather than of a single crystal, which does not necessarily represent the overall material. A diffraction pattern plots intensity against the angle of the detector to theta. Since most materials have unique diffraction patterns, compound can be identified by using a database of diffraction patterns. The purity of a sample can also be determined from its diffraction pattern, as well as the composition of any impurities present. A diffraction pattern can also be used to determine and refine the latest parameters of a crystal structure. A theoretical structure can also be refined using a method known as Rietveld refinement. The particle size of the powder can also be determined by using the Scherrer formula, which relates the particle size to the peak width. The Scherrer formula is as given here, where lambda is the X-ray wavelength, Bm is the observed peak width, Bs is the peak width of a crystalline standard, S means standard, and theta is the angle of diffraction. So these are the different parameters in Scherrer formula. The Scherrer equation is a widely used tool to determine the crystallite size of polycrystalline samples. However, it is not clear if one can apply it to large crystallite sizes because its derivation is based on the kinematical theory of X-ray diffraction. For large and perfect crystals, it is more appropriate to use the dynamical theory of X-ray diffraction. Because of the appearance of polycrystalline materials with the high degree of crystalline perfection and large sizes, it is the author belief that it is important to establish the crystallite size limit for which the Scherrer equation can be applied. This is the X-ray XRD pattern for BA24GE100. The x-axis is 2 theta and the y-axis is the intensity. Crystallinity. Crystallinity refers to the degree of structural order in a solid. In a crystal, the atoms or molecules are arranged in a regular periodic manner. The degree of crystallinity has a big influence on hardness, density, transparency, and diffusion. Properties of textile fibers are determined by their chemical structure, degree of polymerization, orientation of chain molecules, crystallinity, package density, and cross-linking between individual molecules. Polymer crystallinity is one of the important properties of all polymers. Polymer exist both in crystalline and amorphous form. Crystallinity is indication of amount of crystalline region in polymer with respect to amorphous content. Crystallinity influences many of the polymer properties. Some of these are hardness, modules, tensile, stiffness. This is the figure for the arrangement of polymer chain forming crystalline and amorphous region. It can be seen that part of the molecule are arranged in regular order. These regions are called crystalline regions. In between these ordered regions, molecules are arranged in random disorganized state, and these are called amorphous region. Like these are the crystalline region. Here there is a proper arrangement of atoms. and these are the amorphous region where there is no order of atom. Increase melting point. So while selecting polymer for required application, its crystallinity plays foremost role. X-ray diffraction is also used to measure the nature of polymer and extent of crystallinity present in the polymer sample. Following figure shows the schematic diagram of X-ray diffraction pattern. Crystalline region in the polymer seated in well-ordered manner act as diffraction grating. So the emerging diffracted pattern shows alternate dark and light band on the screen. X-ray diffraction pattern of polymer contain both sharp as well as diffuse band. Sharp band correspond to crystalline orderly regions and diffuse band correspond to amorphous region. This is a schematic diagram of X-ray diffraction pattern. Here is X-ray source, mean X-ray tube, and here is collimator, and then a screen, and the resultant of X-ray diffraction process is the diffractogram. But here we get Debye ring, and from this Debye ring we get diffractogram. Crystalline structure is regular arrangement of atoms. Polymer contain both crystalline and amorphous phase within arranged randomly. When beam of X-ray pass through the polymer sample, some of the regularly arranged atoms reflect the X-ray beam constructively and produce enhanced intense pattern. Following figure shows schematic pattern of X-ray diffraction. Amorphous sample gives sharp arc since the intensity of emerging rays are more, whereas for crystalline samples, the incident rays get scattered. Arc length of diffraction pattern depends on orientation. If the sample is highly crystalline, smaller will be the arc length. This is the diagram for X-ray diffraction pattern of amorphous sample and semi-crystalline polymer sample. Next is crystal structure. A crystal structure is a unique arrangement of atoms in a crystal. A crystal structure is composed of a unit cell, a set of atoms arranged in a particular way, which is periodically repeated in 3 dimensions on a lattice. Crystal structure can be determined by measuring interplanar spacing. We use X-ray diffraction to measure this spacing. Interplanar spacing can be calculated using this formula. DHKL is equal to D over N is equal to A naught over HK square, H square plus K square plus L square under root is equal to lambda over 2 sin theta. Bragg law, as you know, n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. Depending on crystal type, certain HKL planes will diffraction and can be used to identify the crystal structure. Note, we have a set of selection rules to help us identify them. You do not need to memorize these rules. They would be given to you on exam if question was asked. Here is the lattice of a compound or crystal, and here is the distance d between two layers of atoms, and d is calculated, which is interplanar spacing, by this formula, where n represent order of reflection, which is an integer. HKL are Miller indices, and this is the latest parameter which we have discussed already in this lecture. Interplanar spacing. The interplanar distance or interplanar spacing is the perpendicular distance between adjacent planes in this family. Order reflection. If the path difference is simply one wavelength, the Bragg condition can be stated as 2d 100 sin theta is equal to lambda. This is a first order reflection. If the path difference is two wavelengths, the Bragg condition becomes 2d 100 sin theta is equal to 2 lambda, and the reflection is the second order reflection. Here you can say this is the incident beam, and these are the layer of atoms. Incident beam strike on the atoms in crystalline compound and are reflected. If the constructive interference occurs, the diffracted beam are noted by a detector, suitable detector. As you know, Bragg law is equal to n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. And for the calculation of d, mean interplanar spacing, we use this formula already discussed in the following slides. X-ray to determine crystal structure. Incoming X-rays diffract from crystal planes. ये सारी बातें जो हैं इसमें हम डिस्कस ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं इनको, ये कि आपके पास ये इनकमिंग लाइट आ रही है और यहाँ से ये डिफ्रैक्ट हो रही है जब आपका कंस्ट्रक्टिव इंटरफेरेंस है। ये जो है आपके पास ये लैम्डा को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, ये इंटरप्लेनर स्पेसिंग जो आपकी डी है, ये जब यहाँ से आपकी लाइट जो है ये इधर को ट्रैवल करेगी, डिफ्रैक्ट होगी, तो ये जो है एक्स्ट्रा डिस्टेंस इसकी निस्बत जो है वो कवर करती है। Reflection must be in phase for a detectable signal mean constructive interference. Measurement of critical angle theta c allows computation of planar spacing mean d. Here we already know along this axis is intensity and along this axis is theta. Here is theta c critical angle, and so d is equal to n lambda over 2 sine theta c. ये भी हम ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं। एक्स-रे डिफ्रैक्शन पैटर्न के ये आपके मिलर इंडेक्सेस हैं जो कि आपके HKL इसको रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं। लाइक दैट ये आपका यहाँ पे 200 HKL प्लेन और ये इस क्रिस्टल के यूनिट सेल के अंदर है। ये भी मिलर इंडेक्सेस आपके हैं और ये भी आपका मिलर इंडेक्सेस है। ये BCC मीन बॉडी सेंटर्ड क्यूबिक diffraction pattern for polycrystalline alpha iron. ये भी हम ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं। A crystalline sample should contain thousand of crystallite. मीन ये अगर आप देखें कि तो यहाँ पे ये आपका क्रिस्टलाइट फॉर्म में एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है, ये भी क्रिस्टलाइट फॉर्म के अंदर है, ये भी क्रिस्टलाइट फॉर्म के अंदर है। जहाँ पे आपकी पीक आएगी मीन के वहाँ पे आपकी क्रिस्टलाइट फॉर्म है। Therefore, all possible diffraction peak should be observed like this and also this कि जहाँ जहाँ पे आपकी जो मिलर इंडेक्सेस की वैल्यू है वहां पे क्रिस्टलाइट जो आपकी हैं वो आएंगी। For every set of planes there will be a small percentage of crystallite that are properly oriented to diffract. The plane perpendicular bisect the incident and diffracted beams. Basic assumption of Porter diffraction are that for every set of planes there is an equal number of crystallite that will diffract and that there is a statistically relevant number of crystallite, not just one or two. Percent phase composition, journal X-ray diffraction phase composition identification will distinguish the major, minor and trace compound present in a sample. The data usually includes mineral, common name of the substance, chemical formula, crystalline system and reference pattern number from the ICDD International Database. HKL parameters, in particular, a family of lattice plane is determined by three integers h, k and l. These are the Miller indices. They are written HKL in bracket and denote the family of planes orthogonal to where are the bases of the reciprocal lattice vectors. Porter XRD is used to obtain spacing between lattice planes, mean HKL mirror indices. This interplanar spacing, mean HKL, is the distance between parallel planes of atoms or ions. What information do we not get from Porter X-ray diffraction? Elemental analysis. How much lithium is in the sample or any other element? Is there iron in the sample? What element are in this sample? Tell me what this sample is. Unless you know something about this sample, Porter XRD would not have answer. Mean कि जो इंफॉर्मेशन आपको यहाँ पे हम पोर्टर एक्सआरडी से नहीं ले सकते, वो आपके पास क्या है कि डिफरेंट मेटल जो है, देन उसके अंदर आपकी कंपोजिशन डिफरेंट, देन उसके अंदर आपका जो है स्पेसिफिक एलिमेंट। मीन दोनों ऊपर वाले पॉइंट यही है कि आपके पास कोई स्पेसिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है डिफरेंट एलिमेंट की। उसके बाद कि अगर आपके पास उसका ऑलरेडी स्टैंडर्ड है तो आप इजीली सारे क्वेश्चन को जो है वो जस्टिफाई कर सकते हैं। और अगर आपके पास स्टैंडर्ड नहीं है और आप उसको कंपेयर कर सकते हैं, तो आप उसका करीब तरीन जो है, मोस्ट रेलेवेंट जो है कंपोजिशन जो है वो बता सकते हैं कि ये इसके साथ मैच कर रहा है और ये हो सकता है। तो उसके लिए फिर फर्दर आपकी टेक्निक जो आप करते हैं वो आइडेंटिफिकेशन, क्योंकि हमें पता है स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी इज अ कम्प्लीमेंट्री टेक्निक। कोई भी एक टेक्निक आपको कंप्लीट जो है एलुसिडेशन ऑफ कंपाउंड नहीं करके देगी। Dear student, here is the end of our today lectures of Porter X-ray diffraction. Any question regarding to our this lecture or to our previous lectures? You can send me that question at my email ID maslamchemist@hotmail.com, and I shall send you the most appropriate answer of your question as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.